evening, everybody. Chris and Tiffany here with High Seas Cruising, and welcome to tonight's live. We are back to talk cruising.
Yes. We have Jay Baxter here already. Hello, Chris and Tiffany, and everyone watching tonight. The Chipmunk Squad is here. Ahoy there. Jay Baxter wants to know how your brother liked his first cruise.
Ooh, that is a good one. All right. So I did text him about it. We haven't not had an opportunity to really sit down and have like a really long conversation about it to find out all of his little likes and dislikes. But he did say he did like it. He did enjoy it. And it is something he would do again. So he apparently has fallen under the I like cruising and will cruise again category. Like I said, it's usually either I love it or hate it.
Yeah.
I'll do it again or I'll never ever do it again. He apparently has fallen under the do it again. So when I do get an opportunity to find out, because he said he would like to do some things different, but didn't really have time to specify what those things would be that he would do differently. So, but he did absolutely said he loved it, had a really great time, and it wants to do it again.
That's a good thing, because he was out there for what, 14 days?
14 days, yeah. A Virgin cruiser doing their very first cruise on a 14-day cruise. So,
yeah. The Chipmunk Squad said we're going on Utopia of the Seas in October. That is going to be fun. Halloween cruise. Chica's here. Ola Familia. Misty's here. Hello, everyone. Bob. Hey, Chris, Tiffany, and High Seas Cruisers. And Clay is here. If he did not like it, it would be time to disown him.
That's fair. Well, I mean, in all fairness, cruising is not for everyone. And I would honestly prefer it if people don't want to cruise, don't like to cruise, are just negative about cruising, which he was not. But, had he been, yeah, cool, stay off.
Yeah.
Don't need to disown him, but definitely don't need to book him on a next cruise. That much is for sure. Because, I mean, cruising, at least for us, or at least for me, I know Tiffany's going to be some form of Disney, something or another, but at least for me, cruising is still the best way to vacation. So,
Chipmunk Squad said, I heard Margaritaville at Sea has announced a new ship.
Just the third one that they had announced months ago. Yeah. It's going to Miami is the only one I'm aware of.
Donna's here. Hello, guys.
Clay. Hi, Donna. Welcome.
Clay says,
Well, it's okay. That's just more food on the ship for me.
Yes.
That's more space for me.
Yes.
People don't like it. Get off. More for me.
Yes.
That means there's a cabin available if I want to go because somebody else doesn't. I'm okay with that. There's enough cruisers to fill that slot all day long.
Yeah, there is.
You know what I mean? But like I said, he did say he liked it. He really enjoyed it. And hopefully we'll connect here. He's got a lot of stuff going on his side, and as do we over here. So hopefully we'll get a chance to actually have a conversation, because I would like to hear more about his thoughts on it.
I'm curious because he's a picky eater.
Yeah. Well, he did say before he'd been on the cruise that he was getting over that a little bit. He was learning to be more adventurous with his foods and stuff. He wasn't quite so bad as he used to be. But yeah, that would be an interesting question too. It'd be really cool if I actually had time. Maybe we could sit down or film or something like that and do like a Q&A session, where he could say in his own words, as a brand new first-time cruiser, what his impression with the cruising one was. I personally think that would be an interesting story.
Yes. Donna said, Rick is on his way home, so I slide in before he got here.
It's all right.
I love it.
We got room for you always,
Are you
Donna.
feeling better? I hope you're feeling better. JB Ranch is here. Evening, y'all. Anyone think margarita increase in gratuities going to bring better entertainment?
Well, that is actually one of our topics tonight. I did a video about it when Margaritaville at Sea has announced their new gratuity level, which now is the current highest of the gratuities across the cruise lines. Margaritaville at Sea is now $22 per person per day.
Oh, Lord.
That's for standard regular cabin. Now, what makes Margaritaville different, though, is you cannot go down to guest services and remove them. You cannot take the gratuities off on Margaritaville at Sea. They are forced.
Wow.
Well, that kind of brings up a question. Is it now a gratuity? Is it still a tip if you have absolutely no choice to pay it? Isn't the point of a gratuity that you at least have the option? With the other ones, you have the option. If you just absolutely refuse, you can go down to guest services and say, take it off. You can go down there and say, I prefer to tip in cash. You can prepay. You have choices when it comes to your gratuity. And if you just absolutely don't agree, you don't have to pay it. But Margaritaville at Sea, you can't do that. It's not option. It's not choice. They're going to pay it. Period. And then they make it highest at sea. At that point, I don't know. I don't know if it's still a gratuity or if is it now basically just a service charge.
Yeah. Where are we at? Clay says, well, at least on a cruise, you do have normal food, or you can be adventurous with new food, something for everyone on a cruise. Very true. That's why I love going to the buffet.
Yeah, because you can always get your chicken tenders, your burgers, and your fries.
And a hot dog.
And a hot dog. You know, that's pretty much standard. You can get that across the board. But yeah, then you can go get something you've never heard of before. That's personally why, you know, the main dining rooms are great. Specialty restaurants are great. But I'm a huge fan of the buffet because I want to walk up and say, I have never, ever heard of this before. And then I can put just a little bit on my plate, a little spoonful, and then I can taste it. And if I like it, I can go get more. And I can find out with just a spoonful whether this is something I would eat or not. But I can do that, you know, all around the buffet.
Yeah.
I can do that for, you know, the entire time we're on the ship, which is a big reason why I like the buffets. All the others have, you know, I like the main dining room. I like the sit down, the service, you know, interaction with the crew members and stuff like that. That, of course, is really awesome. I know you enjoy that. But I like the walking around the buffet and finding new stuff to eat. I think that has a lot of appeal.
Misty says, I think I was addicted to cruise before my first one. All the research made me fall in love. Silly, I know. No, it's not.
No, it's not. That's not silly whatsoever. To pre-love something and get the opportunity to go out and do it. Realize that your love of it was real because you're going again.
Yeah.
You know?
Chipmunk Squad said he missed it. Jay Baxter said, so Chris, your brother didn't do what I did after my first cruise, which was book a cruise when I was on the ship. And then on my second cruise, I and my friend both met our respective partners.
Did he book another cruise yet? I actually do not know. I mean, it's possible. I don't think he did. He, of course, was on the ship with his wife, with my sister-in-law. So I know he's not meeting any perspective, you know, because he was actually on the ship with my sister-in-law, his wife, and with my cousin Melissa and her husband Michael. So it was a benefit that as a new cruiser, he also didn't go by himself. He went with some very experienced cruisers. Because I mean, my cousin Melissa goes more often than we do. So,
let's see where we at. Bob? No. Clay said, I got the itch and have to book a cruise. Then there's a little bit of a lull. Then there is the getting excited time when it is under 365 days. Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, we got cruises all the way late into 2027. We got some of those that are above 365 days. And it's like, well, at least we have something coming up earlier than that to, you know, focus on right now.
Yes.
Otherwise, I'd be going stir crazy.
Yes, he would. Bob said, our first cruise, we boarded on Sunday. By Monday, my wife was wanting to book another.
It hooks you. It really, really does. Either you're hooked and you're like, wow. I mean, so here's a good question. And I don't know if I've ever asked you this or not, but I knew I liked it because I'd been on one cruise before Tiffany and I ever went together. What hooked you when you got on or off the Disney Fantasy? What made you willing to get on and do it again?
I think it was just being on the ship for that many days and being able to experience different cultures, waking up in a different port all the time. I think that was it, because you can go on land-based trips.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not the same.
I think it's the fact that the ship rocks me to sleep at night. I think that may be one of my chart toppers right there. I like the food and the entertainment and the all that stuff. But the fact that the ship rocks me to sleep
I like
at
the
night.
rocking, but I hate the beds, so I don't sleep well.
You like some of them. You like Princess.
Yeah.
And the one on Disney Dream was really good. So, all right, where are we at here?
Clay said, I like your concept, a little spoonful. Some, however, are not like that, which causes the waste. Yes.
There always is going to be in that type of buffet setting. As much as the cruise lines try to reduce that and take care of it, there's always going to be some, unfortunately.
Nellie's here, but he's on the phone with Royal trying to book a casino offer. Welcome, Nellie.
I would like to say that surprises and shocks me, but it just not. Not at all.
Clay said, so there is the Discovery class that Royal Caribbean came out, but has there been any info on the class of ship that Royal is coming up with?
Okay. So that is one of the ones we're going to talk about tonight too, because it has been rumored for a while now, probably a year or two, that Royal Caribbean was going to build a new class of cruise ship after Icon, rumored to be the Discovery class cruise ship. That has now been confirmed. They've actually placed an order for 2 ships. First one coming out in 2029, the second one coming out in 2032, with the option to build 4 more additional ones after that. Now, what we do know is that cruise ship is going to be built in France. And the last time this shipyard built for Royal Caribbean, they built the Symphony of the Sovereign class cruise ships for Royal Caribbean, and they built those back in 1985. That's what we know. The only other thing that Michael Bailey has 100% confirmed is that it will be small enough to fit through the Panama Canal. And that's it. It's going to be set and designed for exotic locations. It's going to be innovative. It's going to be jaw-dropping. It's going to be the latest technologies and stuff to wow passengers. And it's going to fit through the Panama Canal. And it's going to be called the Discovery class, and there's going to be 2 of them. That's what Royal Caribbean has actually released right now. So if someone comes out and says it's going to have this on it, Royal Caribbean doesn't confirm nothing. Okay. Nothing.
Trisha said Sail is here. Hi there. Can't stay long, but just wanted to say hello. Well, hello. Sheikah said, I agree with Tiffany. Waking up in a different port is fun. Clay says, some of those beds are uncomfortable. Unfortunately, I do not know of any cruise line that will accommodate my sleeping needs since I have the Sleep Number fully adjustable bed. Yeah.
I don't know if any cruise line would accommodate that. But apparently you can get because I know there's some people that can't sleep laying down. You can actually get and rent recliners and have them brought on board the ship and put into your cabin.
Huh.
Yeah, there's certain companies that do it that to help with certain accommodations. So never say never that can't be done. I don't know how easy that is done, but I mean, there are different things I've heard that people can have done on ships to help accommodate them. One of them is having a recliner actually put in your room, and that's where they sleep because of the way they have to sleep. So
never heard of that.
I would never say never.
Connie's here. Welcome, Connie. Said it's the same shipyard that built all the Celebrity Edge class ships. Clay said, I understand that, but I thought they were coming out with another class of ship in addition to the Discovery class.
I've heard the rumor that there will be something after Icon and after Discovery. They hinted at it, but didn't say anything more than that. I said it was purely a hint. Royal Caribbean, sometimes they're pretty tight-lipped about what they're going to do. Mm-hmm. And they don't let a whole lot of information out if they don't want it out there, which means they're whetting the people's appetite right now by acknowledging this ship is coming out. I think they probably had to because they placed orders for it, and that information would have gotten out anyway.
Yeah.
But as far as design, size, any of that, I think they're going to do put a big thing together. It's going to be a big ad. It's going to be a big commercial. It's going to be a big push when Royal Caribbean puts this out. The way they kind of describe, and this is pure, absolute speculation, not based in fact whatsoever. They're talking far and exotic cruise ports, new destinations. So we know it's not going to be something that's Oasis class, Icon class. Those places, a lot of those far off and exotic places, those ships can't not get into. And they did say they wanted something that could go explore Alaska in the wintertime, go through the Panama Canal, and do the Caribbean in the summertime. I think the largest cruise ship they said that's been through the Panama Canal is the Norwegian Gem. And she is under 200,000 gross tons. So
Clay's asking, have we been on Icon or Oasis?
We have been on 2 Oasis class ships. I've been on 2. I've been on Harmony. We have been on Harmony of the Seas. I've been on Allure of the Seas. And we are going to be doing Icon in August 17th, 2027. It's going to be Icon's first sailing out of Galveston. We will be on that one. But we have done 2 Oasis class ships.
Nellie says Disney Adventure just went through Panama Canal.
Which is weird because she is, I'm almost positive, bigger than a Norwegian Gem. I'm pretty sure Disney Adventure is over 200,000 gross tons.
Victoria's here. Welcome, Victoria. Good Wednesday, y'all. Attila the Fun's here. Hey, y'all. Here, but busy cooking on grilled, just some simple chicken. Oh, grilled chicken sounds wonderful right now. Yeah.
You in the mood suddenly for some grilled chicken?
I'm just in the mood for something grilled. You only grilled once this year.
You do realize it's wintertime and it's February the 4th.
Yeah.
Okay.
I meant last year. You only grilled
No,
once.
you said this year. It's wintertime and we're just a month in.
Attila said, I see that cute pup though. The pup is worn out. He had a bath today and I attempted to groom him and he's just exhausted. He's had a hard day.
Yeah. He's had a groomer his whole life. Same groomer. She retired. And he is not user friendly outside of the house. And he grew up with her, so he was perfectly happy and perfectly content. And now Tiffany has to do it, and he chooses violence over cooperation. So now he's tired from it.
Nellie said that is now the biggest ship, bigger than the NCL ship.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
Ooh, Bob says we leave for Galveston Friday morning. Get to enjoy a bit of Mardi Gras before boarding Saturday.
Awesome.
And it's going to be a nice weekend this weekend.
Yes.
So,
well, especially after all of the storms and everything that have raged through here this past weekend. I mean, completely disrupted a bunch of cruises, made cruise ships come back early. People were complaining it was cold on cruise ships. I mean, even complaints of this cruise ship has no heat. I mean, you're in the cold ocean with freezing cold wind in a big metal contraption. And, the doors are opening, they're closing. Those balconies probably are great to stand out on, but probably not when it's like, whoa. Some cruise ships saw snow, which my understanding is for crew members that never got to see snow. That was pretty darn exciting. But between the waves and the wind, the pier at Great Stirrup Key, their brand new one, is already damaged. They had to tender in for any stops there. The dock at Cocoa Key suffered a little bit of damage, resulted in some cruise ships missing the dock at porting out there. So it was a pretty wild weekend for the storms and the weather. So it'll be nice that it's at least going to calm down. And from this week on, we're supposed to be like in the mid 70s for the rest of the week now.
You're going to have to scroll up. Clay says, I've been on the Allure of the Seas before. It's upgrade. I have been on Harmony of the Seas. I was bummed that Harmony of the Seas did not have a pool in the adult area like Allure of the Seas. Yeah. If you like to swim and don't want to swim with all the little people, then I can see that.
Yeah, but remember, Allure didn't have it. It had all the hot tubs.
Yeah.
Not Allure, Harmony. But that was, but we were on it right before Harmony got to go in and get refurbed as well, and you could tell she needed it. Some of her hot tubs, the bottoms were worn out. You could see it in our videos.
Yeah. Misty said if you grill in the winter, you won't get the neighbors snooping.
We live out in the country, so we're not too bad about that.
Victoria says 86 degrees here in SoCal.
Yeah. I saw that. We got iguanas falling out of the trees in Florida because they're frozen, and in California it's 86 degrees.
Yep. Down on the coastline around Corpus, I guess they're having a fish problem where the fish got too cold and they died and they sank and now they're floating. So
yeah, that's you.
Nellie said, Bob, I am booking Mariner May 30th for 5 nights, not a balcony, boo. Solo cruise, yay.
Translation, I'll be in the casino.
Clay said, we'll be going on Symphony of the Seas, and it has the adult pool. Clay says, okay, Bob, now I'm jealous.
I mean, the adults only area, the solariums on Royal Caribbean, they're usually really nice.
Yeah, they're usually very packed.
It wasn't on Harmony, though.
No.
The solarium was not really packed. It wasn't really packed when I was on Allure. But we've been in Royal Caribbean, the ship's usually pretty themed until you get into the solarium, and then it's like extra.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they always do extra in the solarium for the adults only area. I dig
that. Jay Baxter said, I've now got 252 days till my next cruise. How many days has everyone else got before their next cruise? Well, we know one has just a couple days.
I'm trying to think of where we are. February, March.
Bob has just a couple days.
July, August, September. We are counting on my fingers. We're still 8 months away. So 8 months before our actual next cruise. But right around 90 days before we go on Tiffany's little vacation.
Donna says, I've been bugging Rick about cooking on the pit too. Yep.
It's been a little chilly out there.
Clay said, well, that's why you have the fire. It keeps you warm.
Yep. Right here.
Clay said, I am glad that I was able to catch you live. Unfortunately, due to work, I have to go. I have to get up early in the morning. Well, Clay, thank you for stopping by. We really enjoyed having you.
Yes, thank you. Really appreciate it.
Don't have too much fun at work.
She always says that. Nobody's going to work to have fun.
Okay, then work as little as possible.
Right. May the others around you annoy you less. Okay.
Misty said it's going to be 39 on Friday, going to air all the germs out. There you go.
Victoria's got 77 days.
Misty's got 86.
86.
Long days, she says. They're going to go by quick.
What's nice is the solarium is 2 decks on the Oasis class. On Harmony, it was 3.
Was it?
Yeah. On Harmony, it was 3. Because remember, during her reamplification, they were going to, that bottom one that you used to sit on, they were taking that out to add new cabins.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, I guess now that is correct. It is 2. Was 3 at the time, though.
Chica's got 5 days.
Whoop.
Carol's got 226 days till Adventures of the Seas.
Awesome.
And Donna says October for our transatlantic.
Yep. So
exciting.
Rick and Don are going to be cruising in October. We're going to be cruising in October. We are not going to be on the same ship. No. Actually, we're not even going to be in the same ocean.
Country.
No, we're not even in the same ocean.
No.
So, but you never know. We'll see him passing on the horizon and we can wave.
Nellie says we have 17 days till Star of the Seas.
Awesome.
Jay Baxter said Margaritaville sees, since they are not allowing you to remove your gratuities, why don't they just do what P&O Cruise does in the UK, which is just include tips and gratuities in the cruise fare?
I heard an interesting story about that. And a tax expert, a corporate tax expert, if we have one out there, would probably be best to weigh in and confirm whether this is true or not. But my understanding is if the cruise lines call it gratuities and they require you to pay the gratuities, then those go to the crew. Those don't count as profit in any way, shape, or form, as long as they call it a gratuity. So it goes into a not my problem tax bracket. Kind of like, a restaurant, they only pay $2 and whatever it is to a server. Everything else is in tips. And then it's the server's responsibility to pay taxes on those tips. And the restaurant doesn't show it as a profit. So it's kind of my understanding that that's why the cruise lines do that more than include it, is it's a tax loophole, I guess, where they don't get taxed more because doesn't show as a profit. And if they included it in the cruise contract as part of the cruise fare, then that goes towards profit. So now, whether or not that's 100% true, I don't know. That would a corporate tax expert would probably be able to answer that better. But my understanding is that's why they do that. While it would be simplified and it would make a lot of cruisers happy to say, okay, here's the price of the cruise. If you want to tip, you tip. Other than that, it's done. And then the automatic gratuities and all that just goes away, like it currently is in Australia, is an example. They're another one that any gratuities is included in the cruise fare. And I think that has to do with the tax laws in that area, the countries that they're sailing out of versus, things like that. So that's my understanding of why they don't do it, even if they don't come out and say it.
Victoria says we're going to Rome in October.
Ooh,
that sounds fun. Carolyn's here. Hi, Tiffany, Chris, and High Seas family. Donna
welcome.
Said, I believe our trip is to Barcelona.
Yes. Yeah, Rick has told us before you will be starting off in Barcelona, which is going to be really cool. I'm sure you guys are going to go in a couple days early and just spend some time in Barcelona. I know I would.
Yeah.
If I was going to go that far, I would definitely be bumming around there for a couple days just to check it all out.
Clay says, I have not left yet. 206 days to go for next cruise. I love it. Melinda's here. Welcome, Melinda. 45 days till Seascape, 255 days till Regal Eastern Caribbean, new ship or for first one, new ports for next. Excited. That is amazing. You're gonna have lots and lots and lots of fun.
Yes, we really enjoyed MSC.
Yes.
Really, really enjoyed MSC. And we have not been on Regal, but we have been on, of course, Princess before. I love them as well.
Yes.
The truth is, we really have not met a cruise line we didn't like. We haven't met a cruise ship we didn't like.
No.
So,
Carolyn, thank you very much for the super sticker.
Thank you. That does go towards Tiffany's Still Not Jealous Coffee Fund.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Here.
Do we have a multiple dog problem here?
Yes, we have a multiple dog problem. They both want up this time.
All right. So apparently now we're gonna hold dogs. All right. Oh, down you go. Oh, all right. I lost where we were here. Okay. Now they talk about they're on the same one.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna have to separate them. Okay. Sometimes they get noisy. When they start to get noisy, they gotta get the boot. They gotta get booted out.
So Jeannie says we have 17 days till cruise, and the Star of the Seas will be hanging with us in the Virgin Islands. That's fun.
Ooh. The Rick just jumped in.
Nellie says we are on the same cruise.
Awesome.
They're on the Excel. Rick's here. We plan to spend time in Barcelona in October before boarding Carnival Freedom.
That's either I heard you say that or that just makes perfect sense because that's what I would do.
Yep.
There was no way that if we were flying to Europe for anything, shape, or form, we would not fly in the day before to get on the ship the next day. No.
Donna's going to find a really awesome ornament there.
Well, yeah, I mean, well, one, it's you figured yes, because they remember they got some of those old time Christmas shops there, and it's going to be October, which means they're probably already getting into that mode over there, getting nearer to Christmas. I bet she can find some really, really good ones.
Oh yeah,
and nice ones while she's over there.
Nellie says, "Oh, I get it. Yes, you are on the same port. She is on Excel, and I am on Star. There you go. Y'all can get together in the ports, meet up, have a margarita.
A margarita in port?
Yeah.
What if they're in the Eastern Caribbean, though?
Have a room.
There you go. You just send everybody Mexico. Mexico for everybody.
There you go.
But all right, so that was really the biggest story, like I said, that came out this week as far as any cruise news, anything like that, was Royal Caribbean's announcement of the Discovery class ship. And everything else pretty much was consistently the weather has turned oopsie and ugly.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Margaritaville at Sea raising their gratuities. I mean, of course, Carnival did too. Carnival did raise their gratuity rates. They only raised it by $1, though.
Donna says, I got her to start wanting to get her Christmas ornaments wherever they go. That's awesome. But now you're going to have one of the most unique Christmas trees.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. I mean, and again, it's just our opinion, and everybody does it in their own way because, there's shot glasses and whatever. But getting something unique or something that
commemorates
that word, all the places that you go is cool. Tiffany does magnets. I do the keychains. And Tiffany, like I said, does the magnets, and we have them here, and they're on the refrigerator, and they're all over the house. And then, of course, we use the keychains at Christmas time, and that becomes the decorations for our Christmas tree.
For the office.
Yeah, for in here. not obviously not the big one in the living room. Disney stuff on it in case anybody's shocked by that revelation. I have no control over that.
Jean says in St. Thomas they have a great brewery in port on the way back to port. Great place for a beer. There you go.
Well, we will be in St. Thomas come October of this year. We may have to look for that brewery.
Yeah, I love it.
Well, I know what I'm looking for in St. Croix, and I don't know the name, and I know it's in St. Croix, it's probably in St. Thomas too. Years ago when I was a kid, decades and years, I used to live on St. Croix. We used to go into town, and it was the one that started with a C. Anyway, we go into town like on the weekends, and there would be a vendor that had what I would now call, being from Texas, looked very much like an empanada, which is basically a pastry with meat inside it. And it had like beef or pork or chicken. And I remember, and of course I was a kid, I remember them being a little spicy, but super, super delicious. And when I go to the Virgin Islands in October, that is what I'm looking for. It was like a street vendor too. It wasn't like in a restaurant or anything like that. It was a guy in a cart, like a hot dog cart, but this is what he basically had it.
Hmm.
Now, of course, like I said, we're talking 30 years ago. No, 40 years ago. We're talking 40 years ago because I would have been roughly about 12. So we'll see if that's still there.
Chica says, I have a Christmas tree full of destination ornaments. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Donna said, Harry Potter and port ornaments. Woohoo! I love it. The combination is awesome.
Yep.
Bob says, I do coffee cups. Helps with that morning brew.
See, everybody's got their thing, and that's so cool. And, port shops usually, there's such a wide array that you can pick and choose from that, yeah, everybody's got their thing. You got to do what you do.
Yeah.
But it's cool. Yeah. And if you go into someone's house, you can almost tell right away if they're a cruiser or not. Because there will be some kind of,
or just a traveler for that matter.
or yeah, even just a traveler.
Misty said, my kids changed the star on the top of the tree to a doll head with a Santa hat on it. Okay.
That is unique.
Yeah.
I will say that definitely falls under the unique category.
There you go.
But yeah, so if anybody's been to St. Croix St. Thomas and knows what those things are I'm talking about, let me know.
Jamaica calls them meat pies.
Yeah, in Jamaica, they're meat pies, but they're different as far as I can remember them being a kid. I said that's a long time ago, and my memory could be sketchy about that, but it's one of those core memories growing up that has stuck with me all this time. It was something that was done, like I said, pretty much every weekend. And so when I go back, it'd be nice to see if any of that like memory comes back. So I'm looking forward to it.
There you go.
I'm absolutely looking forward to that.
Chica said, I also do coffee cups. I decided every morning where I would like to be. I thought about doing coffee cups, but I don't have a big enough house.
It's just coffee cups everywhere as it is.
Yeah. Carol says t-shirts for me.
I do t-shirts too. I usually like a t-shirt from every place I go. Just about, I've got one. So yeah, I do t-shirts too.
Nelly, thank you. Still not jealous coffee fund.
Thank you, Nelly.
How's your being on the phone getting your casino offers going?
Oh, I'm sure he's already locked in.
I'm sure.
He's got them on speed dial.
Misty says, I do shot glasses. I know I have a coworker that she always asks me to bring her a shot glass, and then they sit on her desk forever and a day. Oh, yeah.
Well, I don't know. I would never, unless I'd personally been there, I wouldn't necessarily want something from there. That makes sense?
Yeah.
You know, she has you bring, which is perfectly fine, but, you know, she has you go places and then you bring her a shotgun or a shot glass from someplace you've been, but she hasn't been.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to find attachment to that.
The only time I ever did that was we could not find a magnet in Colorado.
But we were actually in Colorado.
We were in Colorado. I could not find a magnet. They had a ban on magnets that weekend or something.
And we ordered one.
And a coworker traveled to Colorado, so I gave her money and told me if she happens to come across a magnet, get me one, because I could not find a magnet in Colorado.
But you had actually been there, so that kind of.
Carolyn says travel stickers only and caps for hubby. You're too picky with your caps.
I am very picky with my hats.
Nelly said it took forever, but I got it now. And yes, Royal Caribbean Prime Casino is a contact number.
I was just thinking it rings up and they're like, oh, he's calling us again.
Sheikah said, I use my coffee cups. Hubby does t-shirts and baseball caps. Attila says, we do key rings and occasionally a t-shirt and fridge magnet. We definitely always get a fridge magnet and a key ring. Chris will once in a while, he'll finally find a shirt that he likes. I might find one. Now that I can wear them to work again, I'll probably start getting a few more.
Oh, I like Jay's right there.
I've got a metal structure beam in my living room that I've put fridge magnets on from every ship I've been on and all the cruise ports I visited. There you go. I bet it's pretty full.
Yeah. This, like I said, this is just some of what Tiffany's got. I've had to buy these metal plates to put on the wall to accommodate it. It was so bad for a while there with our refrigerator. The refrigerator was actually having problems. It was so magnetized.
The door would not stay shut.
Yeah, there was enough magnetism in the door. It would pop the door open.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
So a metal structure beam in the living room would be really awesome. And just think of it all decorated out with all the magnets from the places you've been. That would be a really cool feature.
Yeah, because I did have to take my magnets. I had to take a lot of them off the refrigerator to stop the refrigerator door from popping open. So Nellie said we try to find Christmas ornaments. Attila said my mom used to love getting the magnets from where we travel to. My mom's every once in a while I'll bring her one, and she's like, I know I haven't been there, but I like it. So Rick says I get playing cards, and you might not know this. I collect hat pins. I had no clue.
Yeah, we didn't know that. That's a complete shocker to us too.
I think every night we walked in there, he was adding a hat pin to his hat.
While sitting in the same spot.
Yes.
It's like the hat pins were, it's like he had magnets and the hat pins were coming to him.
Yes. Carolyn said, I will send you a magnet, Tiffany. Thank you. That would be awesome. Let's see what else. I'm excited. Misty said, I forgot to get a glass while in Nassau, so if I find one somewhere else, I count it because I've been there.
Yeah, and you should. Once you've been there, you're good.
Nellie says, Rick needs to give his Diamond Plus pin back. He never cruises a Royal anymore. And Haley's joining us. Hi, Chris and Tiffany. Welcome, Haley.
She's in here to counter Martin. She's here to monitor his shenanigans. And there's nothing wrong with Rick experimenting. No. He's exploring his options.
Haley says Martin calls Casino Royale more than anyone.
As I said, he calls them and they're like, well, good afternoon, Martin. What are we booking for you today? He pops up. It's one of those big caller IDs in their office, and they're like, "Oh yeah, here we go." They're like, "Oh, Daddy needs a new prop."
I'm gonna go.
Okay. What are they barking at? Anyway, so we got barking out there. Tiffany's having to go see what is going on there. But yeah, it's really cool that everybody, kind of has their own thing that they collect. I like ship models, but I've been on a couple where it's been harder recently to get a ship model. Either they're out of them, they don't have them, or like the ones on MSC, I didn't really care for the pewter all metal one. I didn't vibe with it very much. So, all right. Well, we got a quiet moment. Just a quick reminder here. Let me throw this up on the screen. Just a quick reminder to everybody out there. We do have the Carnival Horizon Group Cruise, May 19th, 2027. Still got plenty of cabins available for anybody that's interested. And of course, we'll be showing everybody and reminding everybody of this once a week here on the live show. But my email address is there on the bottom for anybody that is interested. It is going to be. What are they barking at?
No.
All right, but it will be going to Mahogany Bay. It will be going to Jamaica, and it will be going to Grand Caymans. All right, so we're apparently having some barking difficulties here tonight. Let's see. Where are we? Says, does Nellie have a reservation at any of the machines on board? That's a good question, Nellie. Do you have a reservation with any machine? Or is it a particular machine, or is it a particular table? See, Attila Fun says, I collect ships or cruise line key rings when I find them on board too. That's a good one. And Misty says, have you ever thought of doing a group cruise with any other cruise line? Absolutely. So this one coming up is going to be our first ever group cruise we've ever done. So I guess we're calling this one the beta test to see how it goes.
Beta test part 2.
Yeah, well, yeah, the first beta test fell through before it ever got out of the gate. So we're going to be beta testing this, but yeah, the future possibility of other cruise lines, absolutely, because we still got Royal, we got MSC, Princess, Norwegian, all of them. So yeah, absolutely another a different one sometime in the future.
Haley says, I'm sure he does. Let me say, I always know where to find him on a ship.
I mean, that is always a plus. And you're pretty good about knowing just about where I'll be pretty consistently on a ship too.
Oh, yeah.
Unless I'm filming something, in which case I've wandered off to some
And
God
then you
knows
know
where
I'm going to be.
Yes. At the coffee shop.
Yes.
Or the buffet getting coffee.
Yes.
And then you'll be in a chair. And usually once she marks out her chair location for watching sunrises and stuff and having her morning coffee, she's pretty consistently right there.
Reading my book.
Reading your book.
Yep. We're all caught up.
Oh, okay.
Well, I thought it was rather interesting listening to what everybody collects.
Oh yeah.
That's awesome. I thought I was the only one that
goes on. Come on now. Do you think if you were the only one that collected, they wouldn't have all of that stuff available?
I know, but I mean, as hardcore as I go looking for this stuff,
people hardcore look for their things. I mean, everybody's got their thing, their desire, their go-to, and things like that. I think that's pretty standard.
Nellie said she gets annoyed sometimes because I slip away to the casino. She forgets how she takes these cruises.
And while I'm not slipping away to the casino, there have been plenty of times where Tiffany is sleeping and I slip away.
Yeah.
And I think the one that she liked best was when we were on Princess and we had the medallions.
Mm-hmm.
Because with the medallion, you can see each other on the app where the other one is. It's in your cabin. And so she was able to locate me pretty quickly.
Yeah. Cruise ship with Life 360.
Yeah. And find me on the ship, which honestly would be a really nice feature if more cruise ships went to that.
Mm-hmm.
Just my opinion. I know not everybody's into technology and wants apps and bands and medallions and things like that, but I will say in locations and stuff. Well, I mean, on a cruise ship, being able to locate your cabin mates.
I think it would be a great tool for parents to keep up with their kids.
I think a greater tool for parents to keep up with their kids would be for the kids to be with the parents.
Yes.
Within eyesight of the parents,
Yes.
Not roaming the hallways at 7 years old.
True, but Dylan, his last cruise, he was 19, and he would wander off, and so I'd be wondering where he'd be. We usually found him at the burger joint.
Right, but that's 19.
Yes, I know.
Technically, he is a young adult, and things like that.
Haley said that's Martin's signature move. I fall asleep pretty early, and he slips away to the casino.
He probably does it for the same reason I do it. I don't want to disturb Tiffany's wonderful sleep.
Whatever.
I want her to get all of the sleep she needs. It's her vacation too.
Mm.
So I leave the room for her. So it's quiet and it's peaceful and I'm not disturbing her. I'm sure Martin is doing the exact same thing. He's thinking of you.
But then comes back in at 6 o'clock in the morning and goes, okay, it's up. Time to get up. Let's go get coffee. You're not dressed yet?
That only happens on port days when we're supposed to be off the ship in 20 minutes.
Nellie says Star has Kid Finder for the low price of $14.95.
What? They charge for such things? That's crazy. Cruise lines don't do that.
Donna says, until you guys got me the Christmas ornament, I had not thought of it, but it meant so much to me that I decided to carry it on. That's awesome. I'm so glad you love that ornament. I just saw it and thought of you that day. So
we started a new tradition.
Yes, we did. Pop says, my wife will be in the Windjammer very back dead center every morning.
Getting their morning coffee, I'm sure. It's it.
Oh, I love that Donna said that.
In regular cruisers, you know, those who cruise consistently and are familiar with it, they'll have their spots where they like to be, where they know where to get their coffee, they know where to go drink it, and have the morning that she got. I'm telling the truth. I'm only thinking of Tiffany. And then I do go get her in the mornings, you know, usually right before breakfast opens. But that's because if I was to go and eat breakfast without her, she would make me go back anyway and sit there and watch her eat breakfast. So I might as well just get her up and take her with me.
Yep.
Because she will not go eat breakfast by herself. I must go with her.
Jay Baxter said, I've wanted to try the Excellence class cruise ships that Carnival has to see the difference between the 4 Excellent class ships I've been with P&O Cruises and Costa Cruises. What is an Excellence class?
Excel.
Okay.
Mardi Gras, Celebration, Jubilee.
Okay. Yeah, I sounded dumb right there.
Huh?
I sounded dumb right there.
No, yeah, we still haven't tried those. We looked at Jubilee, and Jubilee may be on the upcoming list, but like I've said before, right now it's kind of dependent on, we're waiting to see what Disney Cruise Lines is going to do, because that's going to roll our plans left or right, depending on what they send to Galveston.
Chica said, I slip out in the morning and go enjoy my coffee. That's the best way to do it. Rick says, everyone have a great rest of your week. Getting ready to go live, 7 p.m. Tiffany, Donna couldn't get over that ornament you gave her. It's very precious to her. I'm so glad she liked it. And Donna, I am very glad you liked it. Yeah. Who knew getting somebody an ornament would start a new tradition?
That's cool.
Yes, I love it.
That is absolutely cool. But I think we are going to get ready to wrap up here as well. I said it wasn't a whole lot of cruise news and stuff going on this week, so I think we will get ready to wrap it up for tonight. We, of course, will be back next week, same time. Yep. So next Wednesday, 6 o'clock, Central Standard Time. My brain is starting to go mushy.
He woke up early today. Forgive him.
I was woken up early today, unceremoniously.
Misty said, I try to get my mom something everywhere I travel. I would do that, but it all wind up in a back bedroom. In a box. Somewhere.
Yeah.
Now, I do get her, like, chocolate and stuff, because she can't put it in a box. So, Misty says, have a great week, everyone. Stay warm, stay safe. Absolutely. Everybody, I hope y'all have better weather and a great week.
Absolutely, yeah. Hope it warms up for everybody. The snow goes away. Everybody has a much better. Hopefully, cruising goes better here over the next
week. Have fun on your cruise.
Yes, when you get back in 2 weeks, you tell us all about it. We're looking forward to any stories you have from cruising. Those are always best.
Nellie says, "Bob, have fun on my favorite Mariner."
Nellie does like that show.
Yes.
So, but all right, everybody. Really appreciate everybody being here.
We'll be on the high seas cruising. Hope you miss me. We will miss you, Sheikah. She's cruising too.
Oh, yeah. But Sheikah's real good, though. She always sends me pictures and posts pictures on Facebook while she's gone. So we get to live vicariously through her.
Yes.
So, and yeah, I do want to thank everybody who does post pictures over on Facebook. We get a lot of good stuff over there.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of good stuff. I love that everybody's over there sharing their vacation and sharing their cruising world. So definitely keep it up. That stuff is really, really awesome to see. So all right, everybody have a great week. And of course, like always,
we'll see you out on the high seas.
Good night, everybody.